Hello, it's good to see you again. If you are a regular, if you're not, welcome here for the first time. I am Chelsea, this is Cosmic Heart Healing, and we are here with another energy check-in. And I've already pulled some cards because they wanted to speak before I'd even started the video. Sometimes that happens and that's fine. We have all wand cards here, except the final card is the World, which is Major Arcana. We have the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands, which is the suit of, if you don't know tarot, it's the suit of energy, pure potential, pure spirit. It's the suit of motivation, of drive, determination, and then obviously the figures play a key part, the numbers, the imagery in each of the cards. I'm using this deck today. Modern Witch tarot deck. And the first card we have is the Six of Wands, which is a card of recognition. It's even sometimes a card of being in the public eye because she has supporters in the background, and she has a wreath which is representative of success. And she's sort of coming back into a space with supporters after a period of time of being away. So this is an energy of triumph after defeat. You know, it can be triumph after defeat, triumph after conflict, because the Six of Wands follows the Five of Wands, which is a card of intense conflict and opposing opinions, and if it's not external conflict, it's conflict within us. And this is sort of like, she has the Five Wands in a row, she's got all her ducks in a row, and she's sort of coming back in a more successful, more positive, more energetic headspace. And it is a card of social recognition. So there could be people in your life that recognise this process you've undergone. And this deck, they're all women in the deck because it's about modern witches. So this King of Wands, when I laid them down, it's, so you could know someone who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it's the King of Wands, but considering the fact that I chose a deck where they are all women, it's a woman as the King of Wands. All the kings in this deck are represented by women. So this could be like a woman in your life who has strong masculine energy, strong doing energy. This person is very comfortable doing things, but they don't look very happy. This person could be quite feisty. She's got her hand sort of, she's like clenching her fist, and she doesn't look happy one bit. And if the King of Wands is not energy that you are feeling called to embody, or you're being invited to embody through this reading, then the court cards often represent people in our lives. So if you have a person like this in your life, you will know, okay? I'm not saying anyone in your life is a secret enemy. This person's not really hiding any animosity, and you're just I suppose this reading is just confirming to you what you already suspect, or it's confirming to you the attitude you've already experienced, probably from this person, especially if you seem to be doing well. They aren't really responsive to you doing well. They could have a quick temper, they could be quick to jump to conclusions. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is being burdened by so many options, so many energetic pathways that we kind of carry them all, and they are just bearing a weight more than they're supporting our evolution. So this is an energy you were in before you were in this Six of Wands. Or this is sort of like I don't know if this is this person who feels like this, or this person has seen you like this before. But you are pure potential right now with the Six of Wands. If this King of Wands isn't a figure in your life, it's an energy you're being invited to embody. And I'm not talking about the sort of defensiveness, I'm not talking about the lower nature, the lower vibrational aspects of the King of Wands, which would be, you know, defensiveness. It would be the fire elements in your existence being out of balance. So poor self-control, impulsivity, anger problems. I'm not saying embody these things. Hold space for them if you need to, but the King of Wands can be quite theatrical. He can be quite fantastical. He can be, like I said, energetic. You could be heavily into fitness right now, or being called into that direction. And of course, this is like a masculine energy more than feminine, so it's really calling you to embrace anything you feel like doing, so long as it's not at a detriment to you or your life, and it's going to propel you forward. Embrace this King of Wands energy, because it's here to support you at this stage in your life. And embodying the King of Wands is going to help you really dissolve away any of the extra energy threads that are not really serving you. You know, maybe you need 3 or 4 of these energetic threads and you need to build on them. You don't need to build on all 10. Burdensome energies that you are sort of carrying. And also because they're kind of, you're in this really successful energy, and again, this might not be a person in your life. It's either the storyline that this is a person in your life, or you are being called into this energy yourself. If there's like a head-on moment, if there is a confrontation, you have already succeeded, because there's people that know your character, and either these are spirit guides or they're physical people that you know that are part of your community, and they have your back no matter what. A pure heart always wins. Don't ever forget that. If this is a person that is angry with you for some reason, or just a feisty person and deems you worthy of taking that anger out on, just remember, you're not the one. And it's interesting actually, because I have a message to read from the Rumi Oracle. And it is pretty connected to this message that I saw. Yeah, about a bully. So, I don't know if you're dealing with that. We're not manifesting that. This is just clarity on something you should already know is happening. And at the bottom of the deck as well, before I get into the rest of the spread, we have the King of Pentacles. And he looks so much more... because they're all women. She looks so much more peaceful, a lot more casual, a lot more relaxed as a person. Not at all ungrounded in the way they project themselves, or obviously it's a very different energy compared to this King of Wands. So if you're dealing with a King of Wands energy right now, you will be dealing with a King of Pentacles when this cycle ends. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands and the World. So this is like really, really quick movement forward, especially when it's clarifying the Eight of Wands. Oh, they're clarifiers. I didn't know why I pulled an extra layer, but I guess they're clarifiers. I think you're just sort of embracing a sense of forward momentum. You're really going to be taking advantage of this amped up energy. And the Eight of Wands is like very fast communication, very fast movement. She's on a motorcycle. And it's like launching forward with something or with multiple things. I've just seen 1212 in the timer. You could be collaborating with people. You could be spreading out the workload of whatever this burdenous situation is, or these burdenous situations. If these figures are potential co-workers or something like that, you will know which one to choose if you get to choose between which one to work with. But you are already successful by yourself. Don't ever forget that. You already have pure potentiality to be successful by yourself. And if any of these people want to convince you that you'll get further, or you will only get somewhere if you work with them, that can be true to an extent, but you also have the ability to succeed alone. Try both if you want. Do things alone and work with these people at the same time. There seems to be enough momentum and energy here to keep both of these options going. And then the Page of Wands clarifying the King of Wands. What is the Page of Wands? Yeah, that's sort of like a new spark of inspiration as well. A new spark of inspiration. It's sort of the way that they're positioned. We've got the Page of Wands in the spread here, and then we've got the 10 of Wands here. So she's kind of, I don't know if this is like a younger aspect of you looking up at the burdens, and you've sort of got the idea. You've got one idea that you need, and your inner child is waiting for you to come and collect it. Or you've got this one strand of energy that's going to help you clarify or dispel the other 9 wands. Yeah, there's a bit of inner child work to be done here. Or, not work, allowing. You know, maybe you've got an aspect of your inner child that really likes doing things, and you need to call upon them to get something done. And the end of the burdens is here with the world. Oh, I forgot she had her boobs out. She has her boobs out. This is the world card. It talks about positive endings, positive outcomes, cycles ending. 222 could be significant here. Yeah, like really ending a cycle and moving forward. And it's a successful completion. You know, I don't know if you have. So let's see the outcome here. Yeah, 4 of Wands. Oh my god. This is like absolute peace and contentment, and it can indicate a loving relationship as well. It can be, yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. You see that jump? We've got the Fool. Yeah, the Fool following the World card is pretty nice, actually. Is that another Wands? Oh my god. What? All of... Ooh. Okay. So, 4 of Wands, the Fool, Knight of Wands. All of the Minor Arcana cards are the Wands. That's... I've never had this in a reading before. 7 of the 10 Wand cards are in this spread. I've got 9 cards on my desk. I have 9 cards and 7 of them are Wands. That's crazy. And the other 2 are Major Arcanas. It's an ending followed by a new beginning. You've released some baggage, you're free, you've got like a little pet with you. You're hiking, you're on the outskirts of the city, you've got some good music on. When I looked at this card, I was singing 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton in my head. Also, that reminds me of White Chicks, of course. With the Knight of Wands, which is dynamic. Could be travel, yeah, moving forward. 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands could definitely signify some travelling, some really quick movement, fast communication from someone. It could be someone the same age, but they feel in spirit younger. They could just be younger than you, but this feels more like they kind of look the same age as you, or they are the same age as you and you know them, but they, yeah, like they maybe bring a sense of expansion, maybe they bring a sense of, maybe you speak to them and you feel like they could be, you know, 4 or 5 years younger than you because of how they come across. Maybe they're smaller, maybe they speak in a really wholesome way. But this is sort of like such a beautiful outcome. The rest of the cards aren't really that bad either, so it's sort of, not bad, no bad or good, but however you want to interpret them. Yeah, I don't know, if you let this King of Wands go, this masculine woman, if you let this King of Wands go, you're letting burdens go with it. Because you're either going to sort of be seen for who you are, and all the burdens you've imagined are going to be gone. All the energetic burden, maybe it's projections, maybe it's just conjured by your own mind. It's going to be gone, okay? There's an ending here. I don't know if it's with a cycle, with an energy, or if it's just with a person. But you are moving forward into more dynamic energy, more sort of energetics. Just with the Knight of Wands, try and remember to pace yourself, okay? Don't get too caught up in making so many plans and then, you know, maybe you don't have the energy to fulfill half of them, for example. And be cautious about any leaps of faith, but if you feel guided to a leap, take the leap, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King and Queen of Cups. So that's like such a way more cohesive dynamic, a bond with someone else. Doesn't have to be romantic, it's just your emotional and inner worlds align. You're both emotionally mature, you're both sort of free-flowing in who you are. You could be in a mixed race couple, you could be in an interracial couple. Yeah. This has gone on longer than I wanted it to. 2:22 in the timer. Woo! What else? Am I going to read the message? I'm going to read the message. So... Whoa. So, I'm gonna start. Right, here we are. Star child, earth angel, divine creature, your star mother keeps an eye on all the wild games happening in the sacred playground of the earth. She will care for you, righteous and true, shining divine justice and protection. No bully shall prevail over you. No bully from within you shall prevail either. No lies, deceit, or injustice shall temper your wild truths. Be demanding in claiming her love for you. Learn how to love yourself as she loves you, with wild, unconditional, passionate regard. Be like the child wailing for its mother, Ma, 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 come close. Then she descends, like a torrential downpour of devotional light. A tsunami of affection is unleashed. A rampaging cosmic tigress hurtles towards you, her claws gripping the fabric of the skies as she rushes to protect her beloved cub. She will fight for you against the forces that would dull you and dumb you down, obscure your brilliance, and stultify your free-form dance into strict choreographed movements. She will pour her luminous essence into every crevice of your demanding soul. Nothing can resist her light. All shall be washed away and revived in the outpouring of her luminous love. Then, sated and content, you are the child so secure in the love of the mother, you trust in life implicitly and in what is brought to your door. You do not succumb to untruths. You do not resist because you are safe, held in the love of the mother. You have no need to resist. What is there to resist? Nothing. There is only the loving truth in your world, and all is at peace in your heart. And should there be cause to stand up and fight, for love, for freedom, for light, for her truths of unconditional life, respected and honoured, well, you shall be particularly equipped for success. When there is that war to fight, you shall be the warrior who defends the motherland, absolute in your devotion to her ways and empowered through her vast, indefeatable, triumphant power. And shall you bludgeon your way with brute force and fear? Of course not. So here is your guidance. Lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most magnificent of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the Star Mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastest problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet. And this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, even your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time. Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of the love, power, and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember, to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come, and to allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. No matter how dark life on earth may seem at times, when we remember our holy heritage, we can also realize, yes, I am blessed. Held as one with the Mother who shall not be deterred from great holy purpose. I shall prevail. I forgot that and feared, but now I remember and am determined once more. Then you shall feel joy and be inclined to dance, to sing, to make your art, and to live fearlessly once again. So the honouring ritual is as follows. Open your hands above your head and say, through unconditional love and divine mercy, through the blessings of the ancient master and sages, including Brother Rumi, who loves me without condition, I call upon the blessings of the stars, the remembrance of my divine heritage, and the gift of spiritual success. I call upon the assurance of my soul's triumph and the luminous embrace of the Holy Mother. I honour my soul's need for art and for expression, and for creativity now, from a pure and loving place within me. So be it. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. That's the message I have for you, collective. I hope it served you well. Let me know if it did. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I think I'm gonna do a pick a card, and I think that'll be a really fun idea. I just don't know what topic yet. So